I'm Abby,
And I'm Anna.
and this is Serious Beef.
Welcome.
It's Ash Wednesday.
It is.
It is.
This one, this is going to go up.
That's not today. I just had a McMuffin.
It's true. We both ate sausage. No. It's a good thing we're a week before that.
Yep.
So we all know how we feel about. Well, maybe we don't. I don't know.
We all know
Wait,
about what? Meat? Catholics?
Ashes.
Ashes. You know how we all feel about.
I didn't. I left that. I left you hanging. You don't.
I know.
You don't know how I feel. I might honestly. I don't know where I was going with that. Because I was recalling an episode that we had done earlier about the springtime Catholic craving, and we.
Okay.
I guess I meant to say you all know how we feel about fish fries because yay, bring them on. So.
We did say it like the last episode that we're having that
We're
springtime
ready.
Catholic craving.
Yeah, we're ready for that. So, but then I got distracted. Maybe I don't know.
I
The
know.
ADHD kicked in, and that was that. So.
I thought you were saying maybe purgatory because that's what we went. I went on a whole rant about purgatory.
True. The listeners should know how we feel about purgatory. So we're not going to get into all that. We've already discussed all that.
You already know.
Yes, let's just say I was trying to say they already know, so we don't want to talk about that. I messed up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Apologize.
That's all right.
All right.
What's
anyway,
our beef?
Let's go back to the beef. Let's just go back to the beginnings, our roots, our origins. What's
origins.
the beef?
What is the beef?
Okay, I got a new shirt.
Well, here's the thing. I'm noticing your shirt because you got a shirt under a denim jacket.
It's kind of denim-y. It's not really. It looks denim-y, but
It does.
it's soft.
Well, let me tell you something. They're almost the exact same color.
They are.
One
They're
is a
very-
t-shirt and one is...
They're very similar in color, and then I have a dark jean. It's the light blue, and then I have a dark jean on.
She's got denim on denim.
Well, this is not denim. It looks denim, but here, reach your long ass arms over here and feel it.
There's no way.
Wait.
I'll show your
I'll give you this.
Oh, wow.
They're seeing the great. It's fantastic. It's very soft. It's lovely. But you just touched on the beef. Why are the sleeves so short?
I just assumed that was you.
Why are the sleeves so short? No, like when my arms are down at my sides, they're the right length. Okay. I was trying to show her while sitting.
She shoves her arms down her side below the table.
Below the
See what I
table.
mean?
So see, they're normal. They're normal when I'm sitting.
Okay.
But when I put my arms out, like if you want to reach for something, they're way too short. Okay. And
I have this issue with every single
so
shirt.
you know what I was gonna say. I bet you're gonna feel this beef big time. Well, no. I bet you're gonna agree with my beef. I'm not sure how to say it. Yeah, that wasn't right. But anyway, Sam and you both have very long arms. Yeah, and you have the
Just a little bit.
same problem all the time, trying to find, especially a jacket.
Oh my God.
Jackets are the worst for her, and I know you have the same issue. The minute you put your arms out, this looks ridiculous because the sleeves are too short. I've never had this problem. This is a first for me. Why this jacket? The proportions on the sleeves are off because I have short arms.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a problem. Usually, most of the sleeves on my shirts and jackets are too long.
Yeah.
If they're long sleeves. This one.
Yeah, my issue is that because I'm 5'8", almost like a little shy of 5'9" or so, but I've got a 6 foot wingspan. So all of my, which is not supposed to. That's not how it's supposed to be.
No.
Your wingspan is supposed to be what your height is.
Right.
Fingertip to fingertip.
We have to measure it sometimes to see if it really
We
is.
have.
Oh, we have. Oh,
It's if it's not 6 feet, it's 5'11".
Listener,
Okay.
her wingspan is ginormous, but you get that from your father.
Yeah.
Because he is all legs and arms.
He's got very long.
His torso is actually short. When we sit side by side next to each other, he doesn't look that much taller than me.
Right. Well, he's also 5'11" and 3/4.
Yeah, he's just
not
shy.
quite.
He used to
6
say
feet.
he's 6 foot, but he's
Yeah.
literally whatever. He may have shrunk.
Maybe.
The older we get, we're all shrinking.
True.
So.
We'll measure.
But he's pretty tall. But when we played, you have the same. It's kind of a gift and a curse, right? Because when we played softball together, he would play shortstop, and he had an amazing range.
Yeah.
Because of we used to tease him that he had stretchy arms.
Yeah. Yep. Stretch Armstrong.
All of a sudden, he'd just stretch out and he'd make the play. It would be amazing. You were the same way. You'd be out in center field out there. I know you played left maybe your freshman year. Were you out in left?
My sophomore year.
Sophomore year, you
Well,
went
in varsity, I played left.
You left and then you moved over to center.
Yeah.
You would always misjudge the ball first.
Yeah.
You'd start running.
Well, no. I misjudged in 8th grade. I was misjudged. You know what I mean? Or 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I would misjudge.
You know what? You did. I remember in 8th grade, your poor coach, who happened to also be a relative.
Yes.
Poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
He would be so mad because every catch you made was so dramatic. It was always overly dramatic.
Not even intentionally.
She would come running in and then realize, oh crap, that's actually going further back out than I thought. And all of a sudden she'd have to turn around and take off running and trying to get it. And we'd think there's no way she's making this catch. There's no way. And all of a sudden she'd get the stretchy arms, shoots that arm up, and she'd make the catch. And we'd be like, yes. And one time I remember Bob yelled at you and he's like, hey, mate, do you have to make every catch so dramatic?
He's having a heart attack.
He literally is having a heart attack.
Because it was like, he's like, I know she's going to catch it, but I'm going to worry the whole time.
Yeah. Why does it look like she's not going to catch it every time and then she miraculously catches it? So
no, by the time I was in high school, I was doing like
you were much
diving catches and over the shoulder catch. I had advanced. The drama was still there, but it was just because I was actually making good plays and
really good plays. I remember the one coach, critical catch, Abby, critical catch.
Yeah, Coach Travis, critical catch.
We still laugh about that one. So the long arms are kind of a blessing and a curse, right? Because it helped you in your softball days, but then
it did.
Good luck getting a shirt to fit, a long sleeve shirt.
It's true.
But that was my beef. I'm like, I love this shirt. It is so comfy. Love the color. It's great. I love it. But the sleeves are a little bit off.
That's why I push the sleeves up on every single. I mean, I don't like long sleeves. I don't know what
you never did like long sleeves when you were a kid.
So most of the time I'll wear like a long sleeve shirt, but I'll push up the sleeves to like my elbow.
Mm-hmm. I know
because one.
But you're also warm on the warm side.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's cooler, and it's not like annoying me. I don't know what it is. Like the sleeves being at my wrist annoy the shit out of me.
Probably because they were too short.
Yes. But then also, like I said, then it hides the fact that all my sleeves are just a little bit too short.
That's true. Because Sam, I always tell her, like, we were trying to buy a jacket for an event that she was going back to her college, her alma mater, and she was doing a presentation on her career from college to where she's at now, which is very cool, and kind of talking up her company. And she didn't want to be super dressed up, but she wanted a nice jacket and
like a blazer or something.
Correct. And of course, could we find one?
Oh my god,
no!
It took me forever.
The sleeves were all too short, and she would be so mad. And one size would be too big, and the next size would be too small. You know, it was like never. Yeah. We just could never find the right.
It's true.
Fit. And of course, you know, if she'd find one that fit, the sleeves would be too short. And I'm like, well, just shove them up. She's like, I'm tired of having to shove my sleeves up to my elbows, you know, kind of thing. Well, we finally found a jacket that was a 3/4 length sleeve.
Oh.
So it was meant to be too short. And so I'm like, this is perfect. This is it. This is the jacket. And it was perfect. It was fit her perfectly. It hit where she wanted to, she wanted it to hit more at the waist rather than be longer.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we find the perfect jacket. The funny thing is she goes looking in the mirror, and the mirror was on the side of the rack, and she's 5'9". So she couldn't see herself.
Right. And she's kneeling down in front of the mirror.
Yep, that was the last straw. That was it. She was like, I see her get like all of a sudden getting super upset. I'm like, no. There's a bigger mirror over there. Let's go. Come over here.
Shopping is always an adventure.
Shopping with women is I think always an adventure. Your dad, do you know men? Because men, maybe that's a beef for another day.
I'll tell you what it is.
Because men's clothing is kind of universal.
Well, because all of women's clothing is large, extra large, small, medium, whatever. Right. But men's, it's like 36, da-da-da. Yeah. Because the pant legs are this long and the waist is this big. And I'm like, why? Why is that not the standard?
I don't know. I know that Levi's is starting to do that with women's jeans.
Well, thank fucking God.
But who knows? I don't know my waist size and my length, the length I need. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to learn.
Because that's never something I've ever needed. Sam does now, too. She knows exactly what length she needs, and she has to go when she shops for jeans. So because she needs the length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I run into that issue that, like, the regular size is just a little bit too short for me, like regular jeans or whatever.
Yes.
But to get the talls, no, they're just a little bit too long.
I had that same problem because petites are too short, but the regulars are way too long.
Right. Yeah, and it's like the children's clothes, just a little bit too short. The petites, way too long.
It's a conundrum. Anyway, I still love my shirt, so it's a soft beef. It's a soft beef. Yeah,
like the shirt.
Like the shirt. Oh, look at me go. So anyway, what's up? What do we want to talk about?
Well, the beef doesn't relate to this at all. So with it being Ash Wednesday and us being the Catholics that we sort of are, I say sort of is more for me.
We both grew up with Catholics.
Right.
We both grew up with and as Catholics.
Who knew?
You know,
We
whatever.
were both raised Catholic.
I don't consider myself any other religion.
Well,
you know.
that's just
I'm
it. Right.
I'm protesting. I'm holding out for them to put the words back, and then I'm good. Then I'm in.
Right. I haven't decided yet where I stand, but
Yeah.
you know,
When they welcome everybody.
I'm still gonna go to a fish fry.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm still gonna enjoy a good fish fry.
Well, so I got a couple things. Number one, I've got one leftover. A thing that we went and we did actually around Christmas time that I forgot to ever bring up again. I've looked up, you know, if maybe you're Catholic, maybe you're not, maybe you just like to go to fish fries and just like to, you know,
have fun.
just be a part of something.
Or you just love fish, you know?
Right, who knows? Well, but here's the thing, during Lent, you can eat other types of meat.
Oh, yeah. It's
You
true.
know?
It's true.
And so fish, obviously,
Okay.
is a big thing. But we all know that fish and shellfish, those are all fine. Okay? But did you know that there are other meats? Because we know that fish is meat. Okay.
Right. It's considered
to be
meat.
clear.
Yes, it's
right.
considered meat.
Right, but not for the Catholics. Not
for the Lent. Not for the Lenten Catholics anyway. Yeah.
The official, according to Holy Spirit Parish, they've got it written up that chickens and other birds, cows, sheep, and pigs are all considered meat.
Yes.
But salt and freshwater species of fish, amphibians, reptiles, cold-blooded animals, and shellfish are permitted.
So you could eat some...
So that means frogs, snails, and alligators are all up for grabs.
You could eat frog legs.
Snakes.
Snake? I'm not
Lizard.
not going to eat any of that, but, you know.
Alligator, though, is a big one.
Alligator, yeah. Have you ever eaten alligator?
I have had it once. I had like a little kebab. It was fine.
Yeah.
It's a little like chewy, but I didn't mind it.
Okay.
But here's the thing. There's been a couple...
She's got laughing already.
There's been a couple exceptions that have been added as well.
Oh, they've added new ones.
Well, actually, this one's from the 17th century.
Oh, okay, so then I know.
The Bishop of Quebec.
Okay.
They asked the church if it would be permitted to eat beaver on Fridays during Lent. Which is what a sentence.
Oh, no.
What a sentence.
Oh, no.
But
wait a minute. I wasn't prepared.
I think I did pretty good getting through that sentence.
I can't believe you got through that. Because I wasn't prepared.
But, okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, genuinely the animal beavers. Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
Was it allowed? Are they allowed to eat beaver on Fridays?
Since the semi-aquatic rodent was a skilled swimmer, the church declared that the beaver was a fish. And to this day, you can
eat beaver.
That's
fantastic.
The church has also added capybara.
Okay. Oh,
the largest rodent in the world, onto the list.
Do people eat capybara?
In Central and South
countries.
America.
Okay, they're so cute.
According to the outlet, capybara and iguana dishes are popular Lent meals in Central and South America.
Who knew? Okay.
Because Central and South America have a large Catholic population.
They do. Yeah.
And for this reason, they don't have it on here, but I know that guinea pig has also been added. Because guinea pigs are like squirrels in certain areas.
Pigs. Oh,
in certain areas. Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That's a weird thing that certain animals seem offensive to me that you would eat. And I'm sure in different parts of the world, it's different wherever you are.
Depending on your religion, like in India, cow is
you can't eat cow, but we're like, give me some steak,
serious
man.
beef.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't even imagine eating, some different types of meat. But that's normal in wherever you live. Yeah. So.
Well, there's one more.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Still in the rodent family. The muskrat is another option. The muskrat. And this says, quote, Detroit area Catholics have long-standing permission to eat muskrat during Lent, according to the Lafayette Daily Advertiser.
Detroit, Michigan?
Yeah.
Why are they eating muskrat up
there? I think they have a muskrat problem. I think is why.
I think they do.
I think that's why. Typically, those are the exceptions. It's like whatever you have a lot of, they're like, listen, okay, can we please continue to eat the muskrat? Like, help us out here.
Who is eating muskrat?
People are eating muskrat in Detroit.
Barely. Are they still doing that?
I don't know. It's a they said long-standing
Long-standing.
tradition.
I find that wild.
Oh, DetroitCatholic.com.
Okay.
The history of Detroit Catholics' muskrat eating tradition. And yes, it's still a thing.
Nuh-uh.
That's the title of the article. I appreciate them.
That's hilarious.
St. Charles Borromeo Men's Club has kept the delicacy on the menu with annual dinner dating to 1966.
What?
Which that's such a terrible way of writing that sentence, but yeah, the men's club, the St. Charles whatever men's club, has kept the delicacy on their menu since 1966.
It says it's a. I Googled it. Like, why are people eating muskrat in Detroit? That's literally what I Googled.
This says these quotes actually crack me up because it goes, I think it tastes like rabbit, similar to garlic roast beef. It tastes like chicken. These are the quotes of people.
Everybody always says
describing
everything
it.
tastes like chicken.
Uh-huh.
This says it says they eat muskrat because of a long-standing tradition dating back to the early 1800s, where local missionaries allowed French Canadian trappers to eat muskrat during Lent when food was scarce in the region. Considering it as a semi-aquatic animal, again, like the beaver, so it is permitted during Lent. That is wild. This practice is especially prevalent along the Detroit River. Mm-hmm. Who knew? I just learned that new today. I did not even know. I don't even know what a muskrat looks like.
I'm looking at, well, here's the thing. I'm looking at a picture of these people at the Detroit thing where they're sitting there eating the...
muskrat. Oh, look at him. Sorry, I just pulled up a picture.
It's just, I'm looking at the cooked ones.
Ew.
It's just like the whole thing is there. It's not like a leg. It's like there's a little cooked little muskrat on the plate.
It's like a little rat.
It's a muskrat.
It's got a big long tail like a rat. Not a fan. There he is.
Can you
the
see?
Dude.
Look at him. He's just holding it there.
It's a full-on muskrat. Why are they got a full-on muskrat on their plate?
Because that's how they cook it.
How do you eat it? Through the fur and everything?
No, like they skin it and whatnot, then they cook it. You know, like rotisserie style.
Oh.
But it's a little thing. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that they cook it rotisserie style, but you can imagine that they just like skin it and cook it.
I'm gonna tell you what, that kind of creeps me out.
Okay, this says first on Wednesday you have to clean them and take off all the fat, and then the musk has to be taken out of the back legs. After the initial round of cleaning, the rodents are salted and put on ice. They're cleaned 2 more times. My God, this doesn't feel like it's really
It may
worth
not
doing.
even be worth it. Just eat some chicken. Well, no, we can't eat chicken.
Just go get your filet of fish from the McDonald's.
Just get your filet of fish.
Okay, so the muskrats are finally parboiled with onion, spices, and celery, and later fried in a pan.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's wild. So there's a whole bunch of animals that are real similar like that, like the groundhog and not so much the groundhog, the beaver that are semi-aquatic like that. Mm-hmm. That I never even realized that. I never even gave a muskrat even a thought. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
You ever heard of a nutria?
A nutria?
It's real similar to a muskrat animal.
Oh, okay.
Animal looking thing. Sorry, it's like other people search and it shows me this list of animals that are similar to, say, a muskrat, and it shows this nutria and a beaver, and it looks exactly like. I don't know how you would tell a muskrat and a nutria apart. They look the same to me, just based on this picture.
I see. This article gives you the recipe for how to make your own muskrat and onions. Smothered muskrat and onions. It gives you the 1 tablespoon plus 1.5 tablespoon of salt, more to taste. No. 1 quart water. Like, stop.
No, I'm okay.
This is okay. So this is like, can they still eat muskrat? And the answer is yes.
Yeah. Who knew?
The Archdiocese of Detroit's Communications Department said there is a standing dispensation for Catholics downriver to eat muskrat on Fridays. Although no documentation of the original dispensation could be found. One does exist now today, apparently.
Well, I'll be darned. I have no idea.
In any case, the bishop's personal distaste for the rodent led him to famously quip that, quote, anyone who could eat muskrat was doing penance worthy of the greatest of the saints.
That's awesome. If you can stomach it, you're doing your penance.
You're doing your penance.
Good for you. All right. Well, go Detroit.
That's great.
Eat your muskrat.
That's absolutely wild to me.
For me, I'm going to go get me some cod cut-ups
Some bluegill.
I know you like the bluegill.
Oh my God.
Your dad likes the
Some
walleye.
catfish. Walleye's great. The catfish is great.
I want some cod and some hush puppies, and I'm a happy camper.
I wanna hush me some puppies.
Hush me some puppies. Bring them on. That sounds amazing.
That's the joke I always say to Ashley when the dogs are being loud. I'm like, hush, puppy.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you probably have to hush puppies all the time.
I gotta hush puppies constantly.
Constantly.
You know what? That same thing kind of ties in to our next bit.
What's the next bit?
Well, we were talking about the saints. Not really. We don't. This isn't things that we talk about. That makes it sound a lot more.
We're so pious.
Hoity-toity.
We were talking hoity-toity. Our discussion about the saints.
Indubitably, brother. What not quite.
Wait. We should say our sauce.
Oh, right. What's our sauce?
Our sauce is Salvation Sauce Garlic Serrano.
Garlic Serrano?
It comes with a mini Bible. I'm dead. We'll post this picture.
It's a hot sauce, right?
It is a hot sauce.
It's beautiful.
That it's kind of greenish. And it's called, the brand is Salvation Sauce. And this one is a Garlic Serrano. But it legit has a little mini Bible keychain attached to the bottle. I want one now. This is a hoot.
That's a hoot and a half.
It is $7.29 for 5 ounces.
That's not very much.
It doesn't seem like a lot, but you get the bonus Bible.
You're paying more than $1 an ounce.
That's a lot, but out of stock. Darn, I can't even get one. But yeah, I'll have to post this picture. This is a hoot. Anyway, so there's our sauce. Okay, back to the Saints.
Well, I was thinking about when we watched This is Spinal Tap. Okay. And the one guy is like, his last name is Saint something. Saint Hubbins. Okay.
Saint Hubbins.
In This is Spinal Tap, the one guy's last name is Saint Hubbins. And they ask him, is there an actual Saint Hubbins? And he goes, yes, of quality footwear. Yes,
he's the
patron saint of quality footwear. And so we were laughing about that, of course. And so then I was like, I know that there are other saints that are saints of random funny things.
Okay. You do. You know this, huh?
For example, just a quick example, there's Saint Isidore, who is the patron saint of the internet.
Oh.
Okay. Saint John Paul II appointed him to that because the internet was up and coming at the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that one's not, in my opinion, not super funny. But I think it's interesting. Okay, it's this patron saint of the internet.
I find it kind of wild. Like, why does the internet need a saint? But
right.
Who knows?
But there are other saints that are better. That are, I think, in my opinion, they're really good.
You've got some good ones.
This comes to us from Focus.org.
Bofus? Okay, it had to be said. That's for another day.
It's a Catholic website.
Clearly.
So this information comes straight from the source.
Okay, straight from the source. Okay, hit it.
Okay. I think I want to give you the saint, and you give me whatever you're thinking. They're the saint.
Okay.
Patron saint of.
How would I freaking know this? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's more fun if you guess.
Oh man.
Saint Drogo.
Saint Drogo. I've heard of this saint.
Okay. Now these saints could be the patrons of multiple things, but
they are. Sometimes they are saint patrons of like a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not even related.
Yes.
Like somebody will be the patron saint of quality footwear, and then somebody will be the same saint will be the patron saint of muskrats or something. Like it'll be unrelated stuff. So I find that kind of odd. Drogo. That sounds like he would be the patron saint of dragons.
I'm sorry. I'm like sitting here with my mouth open reading this. Saint Drogo is actually the patron saint of those who are deemed unsightly or unattractive.
Oh no. That's how it is, because supposedly did his mother die when he was born or something like that? There was like a whole story about how.
Orphaned as a teenager, he later went through extreme penances to atone for the personal guilt he felt towards the death of his mother, who died at childbirth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, no, he is the patron saint of those who are deemed unsightly or unattractive. Other attributes can include people suffering from deafness, dumbness, insanity, or extreme physical afflictions such as hernias or gallstones.
Hernias and gallstones. I had both. He's my dude.
And you're ugly.
And I'm ugly.
This is the saint for you.
This is the Speak for me, this bitch.
Oh, shop Drogo medals and rosaries.
Oh, I'm gonna need me one. I'm gonna need me a medal.
I'm gonna need.
I gotta ward off the ugly. It's creeping
So
in.
that one got me. Saint Drogo, unattractive people.
This. How did I know that this thing about his mother that he? Something,
I don't know.
I remember
You just pulled that straight out of your ass.
Literally. Well, how did I even know that? And I'm like, why would? I guess because I remember. Why would this poor man have to atone for his mother dying in childbirth? How does that have anything to do with being the patron saint of people who are unattractive? Like it doesn't even make sense. She didn't die because she was unattractive. Okay, anyway, keep going. What's next?
There's Saint Polycarp of Smyrna.
I don't know. Polycarp. Shoot. Is it a she?
I have no idea.
Or a he? We don't know. That's an interesting name. Patron saint of those with allergies.
Allergies? Okay. Saint Polycarp is a guy, by the way.
Okay.
Dysentery.
Oh.
Saint Polycarp is the patron saint of earaches, dysentery, and intestinal disorders.
I just don't understand why someone would be the patron saint of dysentery. Wouldn't it be better if he was the patron saint of those suffering from dysentery? Not from the actual disease? How is he helping dysentery in any way, shape, or form?
I think he is. I assume it's the people suffering.
Is that what it means?
I'm sure it is.
I am confusion.
All right, Saint Cornelius.
Oh, Saint Cornelius. That's a great name, Cornelius.
Cornelius.
I like it. Saint Cornelius is going to be the patron saint of corns on your feet.
Not quite.
Okay.
Saint Cornelius is the patron saint of twitching.
Twitching? What? See, corns on your feet would have been better. You could have prayed to him and been like, help me, St. Cornelius, get these corns off my feet. Like, why? What is twitching? Like, if I have an eye twitch, then I would pray to him to stop it. Although we don't pray to the saints. We ask the saints to pray for us. Let's make that clear.
I am dying. No, I don't know. Not sure why.
Why?
But he was beheaded. So.
Oh. Maybe his body was twitching out. Poor guy. That's rough.
All right, St. Valentine.
Okay. It's got to be like Valentine cards or something, or love.
He's the patron saint of greeting card manufacturers.
Legit. There we go.
There you go.
Wouldn't it be also like loving couples or something?
I'm sure he's also that. These are, listen, we're
It's just some random shit. Okay, gotcha.
Saint Adrian of Nicodemia.
Adrian is the name?
Adrian.
Jeez, it's gonna be like pool floaties or some shit. I don't know.
Here's a hint. He used to persecute Christians, but then he converted.
Oh.
And now he's a saint.
So he is the saint of styrofoam because we hate the sound of that. Because he used to persecute people.
Nope. He's the saint. Patron saint.
Want me to guess? I have to come up with
I thought you were gonna go with something that related to persecution or whatever.
Well, I thought if you persecute somebody by making them listen to the squeakiness of styrofoam, you would hate that.
Well, I would, but he's actually the patron saint of arms dealers.
Oh my God. An arms dealer has a saint. Are you effing with me? What? Do the pedophiles have a saint? What is happening? What? We've given criminals a patron saint? This dude is he's an arms dealer. He's about to make a deal, an illegal deal.
They didn't say illegal arms dealers. Could be completely legitimate.
What kind of legitimate arms dealer? What are you doing? It could be the United States.
Go. Okay.
Say your prayer to, what's his name again?
Saint Adrian of Nicodemia.
Okay, yo Adrian. Let's let the sale go well. That's the prayer.
My bosses are all praying to Adrian.
Legit.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Saint Clotilde. Clotilde? Okay.
I'm not going to guess what that. I'm not going to say what's in my head.
Well, here's your...
Give me a hint.
As royalty, Clotilde...
Royalty or realty?
As royalty.
I'm like, she got some real
as
estate?
Royalty.
Okay,
no,
go ahead.
Clotilde... I don't know. I assume is how you say their name.
That's an unfortunate
Clotilde's children fought endlessly and divided the kingdom.
Oh,
what-
she's the patron saint of spoiled rotten brats.
Well, I don't know if it's a he or a she.
Why do I think she? But I could be wrong. Clearly, I could be wrong.
It is a woman.
Okay.
She's also the patron saint of the lame in Normandy, but that's not what.
Sorry, you are so not cool. You're so lame.
You know
Not that kind of lame.
She is the patron saint of disappointing children.
Legit. You better start praying right now to Clotilde.
You better start praying. Okay.
I'm praying to Saint Drogo, help me out, buddy.
Help me out, buddy.
Okay.
Saint Eligius.
Eligius? I've never even heard some of these names. That's wild.
Here's your hint. He was the patron saint of metalsmithing and horses.
But what? Lost that gig?
I don't know if he lost it or if he's still that.
He
but
didn't pay well, so he
used
got a
to
new
be
gig?
that. He used to be that, but now he's something else.
Well, okay.
And maybe in addition.
I made my guess. I don't know.
Okay, he's the patron saint of gas station workers.
What? Well, they need saints too. God knows they do.
Those are the cheesemakers.
Those are the cheesemakers. I'm sure they mean all fakers of dairy products. Gas station workers are probably more likely to get robbed than anybody. They need a patron saint, so we'll give them that. Give them that. I keep guessing the name, the what they're patron based on what their name sounds like to me. Clearly, that is not the way to go. So next, who's next?
Let's go to Saint Barbara.
Saint Barbara. Okay, patron saint of Barbies.
No, she is the patron saint of protection against, quote, anything that goes boom. Fireworks, artillery, lightning, etc.
Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, this just triggered a memory.
You want to hear a little fun fact about her?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Her father forced her to marry, but she refused. Same girl. So he beheaded her.
Oh!
No, here's the thing, though.
Chopped her head off.
Soon after, he was struck by lightning and killed.
Good for him. He deserved it.
Good for her.
Good for her or somebody, whoever was looking out for her. Although they didn't look out for her before she got her head chopped off. How about strike his ass with lightning before her head is chopped off? Man, that ain't right. Did you know St. Lucy, in order to avoid marriage, gouged her eyeballs out?
Completely reasonable.
She's often depicted as
sunglasses.
Her with no eyes, and the eyes are on a plate. I shit you not.
You not. Wow.
What is happening? Oh man, I'll tell you what, that's rough. That's rough. Okay.
Let's see. All right. How about Saint Magnus?
Saint Magnus. That's a great name, Magnus. Isn't that in Matilda? Isn't that the dad's name?
I think
is Magnus.
Yeah, probably. All right. What do you guess?
Okay, hang on.
He is protection against fill in the blank. So, what do you think he is protection against?
Protection against. Let's go. Spilled coffee. Hot coffee. Spilled on your pants.
He is the protection against caterpillars.
What?
Your face is like beseeching me. Why?
Why would you have to need protection against caterpillars?
You never know.
Can you eat those during Lent?
I would assume so.
Icky.
I would assume so.
That would be icky. Okay, that's
she
wild.
said that would be icky.
That's wild.
All right, I got let's see, we got a couple good ones. Saint Bibiana.
Does it start with a B?
Bibiana. Bibiana.
We're just gonna call. Wow, Bibiana. That's a new one. Mm-hmm. So many names I've never heard.
Her name comes from the Latin word that means to drink. This is your
Is that my hint?
That's your hint.
So she's the patron saint of smoothies.
Hangovers.
Damn.
Hangovers.
So close.
God.
Patron saint of hangovers. So when you have a hangover, you're supposed to ask Bibby, Saint Bibby, help me out here.
Bibiana.
Say a prayer for me to get over my hangover. Is that what it is?
I guess.
Okay. Who knew? I'm just going to tell you, the Catholics have a saint for everything.
That's
and
what
I mean everything. I mean everything. And who picks them? Who picks that? The Pope. Maybe.
I'm Googling this guy because they gave this one a few interesting ones, okay? And I just wanted a reason. Saint Genesius of Rome is a legendary Christian saint, once a comedian and actor who performed in plays that mocked Christianity. According to legend, while performing in a play that made fun of baptism, he had an experience on stage that converted him.
Oh, legit.
Yep. So, what
Good
do you
for
think
him.
he is the patron saint of?
Not going to be actors or anything because
Actors is one.
Yeah, and why are they of multiple things? That's the thing too.
He's got 5 things.
What is it?
Clowns, movies, actors, plumbers, and torture victims.
Oh! I am stunned silent. Literally mouth hanging open. I was just sat here like I could not even come up with anything to say. Which is a bad on an audio podcast.
That's really good.
What? Okay, I even get the clowns. Right? I get movies.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Where does torture victims come in? Like, do they need a saint? Absolutely, more than anybody. But where is the connection? What is happening?
I don't know.
What is happening in our sainthood, Abby?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, I wish I did. I wish I could tell you. St. Catherine of Alexandria is our next one.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I gotta look into the saints more. They got some fun fucking stories.
They got some crazy stories.
They really do.
There's like exceeding.
I don't care if you
10,000 saints.
I don't care if you believe in the miracles or not,
or if you believe in saints or whatever. You don't have to.
The people we know are actual real people, and the stories are fucking funny. I think,
they're
and sometimes
and some are just wild.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay.
She's got so many things. But here's the thing. According to the legend of St. Catherine, she converted to Christianity after receiving a vision. At the age of 18, she debated 50 pagan philosophers. Amazed at her wisdom and debating skills, they all became Christians, as did about 200 soldiers and members of the emperor's family, and then all of them were martyred. Sentenced to be executed on a spiked wheel. Catherine touched the wheel and it shattered. This is that saint.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm. So she was beheaded.
Damn it. It's not enough lightning bolts.
Centuries later, angels are said to have carried the body of Centuries later, this wasn't a priority for them, I guess. Angels are said to have carried the body of St. Catherine to a monastery at the foot of Mount Sinai. And she was invoked as a patroness of students, teachers, librarians, and lawyers. Oh, she's one of the 14 holy helpers. Who the fuck are they? I'm learning so much.
You know what? The holy helpers carry the holy hand grenade.
Ooh, oh, that's exactly what it is. Okay, but here's the thing. There's more than that. So, just take a fucking shot in the dark.
What saint is this? St.
Catherine of Alexandria.
There's a lot of Catherines because I'm looking at St. Catherine of Siena here. I was looking at wild facts about saints.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I wish I had looked for the dumbest fucking saint, and I should have chose that one. Because I went Joan of Arc. I want somebody with a really stupid story.
No,
I should have gone with the guy who was a comedian.
Legit. And patron of torture victims. Good Lord. I can't get over that.
And clowns. And plumbers.
And then the plumbers are thrown in. We'll take the plumbers. We won't take the Irish.
All right, give me some. Give me one. Any.
All right.
I said lawyers and something.
Is the patron saint of tap dancers.
No. Okay, she is the patron saint of unmarried girls, apologists, potters, spinners, archivists, dying people, educators, girls, jurists, knife sharpeners, lawyers, libraries, maidens, mechanics, millers, hat makers, nurses, philosophers, preachers, scholars, school children, scribes, secretaries, spinsters, stenographers.
Spinsters! Sorry. You already said girls. You already said unmarried. Jeez Louise.
Well, not all unmarried women are spinsters.
Aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they could be widows. But anyway,
stenographers. Hold on, we're not done yet. Stenographers, students, tanners, theologians, University of Paris, haberdashers, wheelwrights, the Philippines, and Greece.
The haberdashers. What is this list? I'm gonna die. Who makes these things up?
The Catholic Church makes these things up.
Oh,
golly.
That is too funny.
That's really good. That's really good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna go through all of the saints, but some other things are beer, oversleeping, pig keepers, invincible people, spelunkers, motorcyclists, protection against abnormal fear of snakes. So if you do not pray to St. Patrick if you have a normal fear of snakes, only if you have an abnormal fear of snakes. Girls from rural areas. Shout out to the Midwest girlies.
Oh my god.
Saint Germain cousin is for you. Yeah, fear of wasps. Protection against rabies. These are not all the same saint, but that was just a smattering, if you will.
Okay.
Oh man, that is good.
What in the world?
That is good stuff.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to find out who makes these decisions because that's some wild and wacky stuff. I'm telling you what. I just don't understand why they're assigned so many different things. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's hilarious.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the steps. To become a saint, a request is submitted to a Vatican tribunal. Okay, first.
Okay.
The bishop collects testimony from the people who knew the person and witnessed miracles. The bishop summarizes the case for the Pope. The Pope reviews the case. If approved, the Pope issues a decree declaring the person a saint, and then the Pope makes the declaration during a special mass in honor of the new saint.
Okay.
So there's a fucking tribunal, but then the Pope has the last say, and he can veto, but he cannot be overturned.
Okay. I was trying to find, for my CMS Scoop My Poops, I knew we were going to talk about this.
Okay.
I was trying to find crazy things that saints have done.
Oh, okay.
And so I just kind of Googled for a list.
Okay.
So St. Catherine of Siena drank human pus. What the
Oh.
hell? What is wrong with you?
No.
Why would you do this?
No.
She was very extreme in her devotion. And
No,
so,
that's not devotion.
no. Why would you do
Don't
that?
do that. Give me somebody else.
Yeah, okay. Angela of Foligno ate scabs from the lepers and drank their bathwater.
Listen. Give me something that's not disgusting.
Okay, Saint Simeon, the Stylite, lived atop a pillar for 37 years. He wanted to retreat from the world in the early 400s and found refuge literally atop of a pillar in modern-day Syria.
I tell you what,
And lived there for decades.
they'll let men get in for anything. You live atop a pillar? Same.
Go for it.
Are you kidding me? We got women out here having to eat scabs to get in. And they're just like, a pillar? You're in.
Nasty. That's so...
Okay, give me someone else. Give me someone else
Okay.
that's not disgusting and better than
Not
living on a pillar.
disgusting. Okay. Theodora of Alexandria disguised herself as a man to journey and ultimately join a monastery.
Oh. Get his ass.
Go for it. Join the monastery, girl.
Why not?
Saint Anthony was a
Okay.
religious trendsetter when he retreated into the desert. What? How? I thought he was going to wear something cool.
There's many people in the desert.
They're already going out to the desert. I guess he started it.
No, he didn't.
Well, I don't know.
The people in the desert who live there, the Bedouin people, whoever,
Really?
they already were there.
Okay. Well, Saint Brendan, he's known for setting sail in search of the Garden of Eden. He was going to search for a long time. He believed that God would lead the way. They never found it.
Did you know that there's more than 10,000 saints?
Yeah, more than 10,000
I thought
saints.
that we just let anybody be a saint. God damn, I could have been a saint at this point.
What is the name of these? I can't even pronounce this one. Saint Syncletica lived in a crypt. Born in Egypt in the late 3rd or 4th century, when her parents died, leaving her and her blind sister as orphans. In response, she got rid of all of her worldly goods, retreated with her sister to a crypt in the desert. Oh, here we go, off to the desert. And where she lived out her days in prayer.
Here we go.
Off to the desert.
Okay, now here's the thing. Hold on. Now listen. This is
Some crazy, this is some wild and wacky stuff. Saint Anthony of Padua claims that he once made a pig speak to him and tell him where a missing child was. The pig told him where he was being held.
Okay, good.
St. Francis of Assisi used to randomly go running through the woods, skipping and singing just to mess with his novices.
Good for him.
It's like, watch this, I'm going to mess with these guys. St. Lawrence supposedly asked to be turned over because he was done on that side while being burned on a gridiron.
Good for him. I love a saint with a sense of humor.
Love a saint with a sense of humor.
Especially when you're being killed.
Right? Oh, I got two more. Pius X banned the tango because, like you said, the Catholics, you cannot perform the tango. It is too sexual in nature. Of course, it didn't work. They kept doing the tango.
They kept tangoing.
So he switched to just mocking it and saying that it was terrible.
Honestly, more effective.
Okay, this is my favorite one.
Last one. Here we go.
Okay, Saint Teresa of Avila.
Okay.
She would be physically and emotionally drained because of the intensity of the apparitions that she would have appear because the Lord would appear before her.
Me too.
I know, it would be physically draining. You too. You experienced the same. She described
the Lord
it.
is sending me the math facts, and I'm drained.
Oh, there you go. She described it as staring at the sun for an extended period of time. That's how intense
Okay, well,
was.
Stop staring at
when
the sun
he would
first.
when the Lord would appear before her. So the story goes that the Lord noticed the physical and emotional toll being suffered by Saint Teresa, and
Well, I'd hope so.
and sought to reassure her by telling her, "My dear child, I can see the toll my presence is causing you. Be consoled, however, in that it is how I treat my friends." This is how I treat my friends. Sorry.
That's a toxic relationship.
Cut
that personal.
To which Saint Teresa promptly reported, "No wonder you don't have very many friends."
Yes. Yes.
What? Sorry, this is so hard on you, but this is how I treat my friends. I don't know what else I can say.
If I had a friend who was like that and then said that, I'd be like, okay, well then we're not going to hang out anymore.
What the hell?
He was gaslighting Saint Teresa. I tell you what,
Yeah,
Saint Teresa's getting fucking gaslighted.
Sorry, grin and bear it, buddy. Like, no, you need to go talk to somebody else.
Yeah. Get out of the house once in a while.
That's wild.
All right, well, here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
We got to talk about it real quick. Back in Christmas time, we had to take... She is my great aunt, Sister Sharon.
Yes.
Which is a whole title.
Yes.
She is my great aunt, and she is also a nun. So
she is a nun. My Aunt Sharon, who is a precious blood nun, my dad's sister.
Yep, Sister Sharon.
So we call her Sister Sharon, yes. We don't call her Aunt Sister Sharon. That's just like too much of a mouthful.
I always say great aunt, Sister Sharon.
We just call her
for
Sister.
fun.
But
But
there you go. We just call her Sister Sharon. So she is a...
Nun.
Well, yeah, but so much more. Okay, because do you know growing up? So she is the same age as my mom. They went to school together. Okay, and my mom was very shy and very quiet in school. Not my Aunt Sharon. Oh no, she was the one that was always in trouble. My mom tells the story about how there was a giant. Now it seemed giant at the time. A statue of an angel.
Okay.
In their classroom. And this was like, she thinks when she was in maybe like first grade.
Okay.
And whenever you got in trouble, you had to go stand behind the statue. Now, my mom was terrified of the statue and never got in trouble. My Aunt Sharon says she was behind the statue all the time. My Aunt Sharon, who then goes on to become a nun, apparently was, pretty not super straight and narrow.
No,
but yeah, ends up becoming a nun.
I tell you, we actually talked about this because listener Katie sent in a story about like the priest or whatever that's involved in the exorcism and all that kind of stuff. You remember this? I've never known very many good priests, truthfully. No hate, not that they're like, not that every priest I've ever met is like a bad person, but they're just like, okay, whatever, they're devoted. The nuns you meet are wild and wacky stuff. They'll tell you the nuns will get up to shenanigans, because I remember going to we did like youth group stuff growing up. We'd go to whatever like youth day out at the shrine or whatever, and there's nuns out there playing fucking football. Okay, priests never did any of that kind of stuff. The nuns are out there having a good time.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. The nuns were a good time.
Good for them. Yeah, she obviously devoted her life to serving people. My Aunt Sharon, and she worked in schools a lot. She was a principal and a teacher and did all kinds of things. And then decided, this was wild for us, because out of the blue, she decided, I want to go to Bolivia. And
This is after she was a nun or before?
Before, she had been a nun and,
Oh, I
like
see.
I said, worked in schools
Mm-hmm.
most of her adult life.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, it was like, I'm going to Bolivia. And we were like, what? Yeah. So, but go for it. Good for
Mm-hmm.
you. This is what you want to do. Do it, And so, yeah, she went off
She
to
did?
Bolivia to work in a,
Like extremely poor community up in like the mountains
up in
of
the
Bolivia.
mountains. Yeah.
And she did it for
Years.
most of her life.
Years. Well, no,
Right?
not most, because like I said, she worked in schools and whatnot around.
Well, no, but I mean, like she's what, 80 something now?
Yep.
She stopped doing it
84.
5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe.
I don't know. I can't even remember the timeline.
She probably stopped in her 70s.
That's probably.
I would assume.
Right. Fine. She finally, when she was older, finally came home.
Right.
Permanently, but
But she started when? What do you think? 30s, maybe?
no, later than that, probably.
40s. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still,
But she did it. She did it for many years. She did it for many years. Yeah, she just decided she wanted to go and do this and help out at this mission, that they had there.
Yeah.
And, which is kind of scary when you hear about a lot of, nuns that would go help out in these different countries and these poor areas.
Yeah, these impoverished communities.
Yeah, and you hear about some that are taken hostage or being killed, whatever. So it's kind of scary, but luckily she had good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came home. She would come home once a year, with an empty suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would fill it with coats for her to take back.
Coats and other stuff.
Yeah,
sometimes,
mostly coats, because it was so cold and they didn't have enough money and they didn't have anything. And I can remember giving her, the first time I was like, she had asked me, like, did I have any coats that I didn't need anymore?
Yeah.
And I did, and I had coats that you guys had outgrown. Yeah. And so she took those, and then she sent me a picture of a little girl. I have to find.
There's like the two little girls,
and they're just hugging the coats.
They're in the coats, I think.
There were two pictures. One where they were wearing the coats.
Okay.
And one where they were being gifted this coat.
Yeah.
It's a used coat. Mm-hmm. And this little girl is hugging it, and she's so happy. Mm-hmm. It was like you had given her the world.
Yeah.
And I can remember just being so humbled by that, like, wow.
Yeah.
You don't realize how.
And they're just like the cutest little girls you've ever seen.
Oh my God. Just the pure joy of being given a coat. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, we got to do a lot more than this, because boy am I spoiled. Like, you just realize how good you have it,
right?
When you see something like that. So then we would just try to get as many coats as we could for her to take back. And it was a really good thing. But now she's older and she's home, and she has retired.
Yeah,
because she came home even and still helped down at Sister Thea Bowman School down in East St. Louis. She would go down there and teach religion. But she's finally officially retired because her eyesight's not great. She doesn't want to drive anymore. And so they, growing up, the Precious Blood, this is a long story. The Precious Blood sisters had their mother house was out in Ruma. And it was this big, huge house, beautiful.
Okay.
I can remember you went out there to visit. Mm-hmm. We love this place. It's not too far from Fort Charles, actually. And so they're all the nuns are getting older, and you don't have many new nuns, and it's expensive place, and there's a lot of now people in retirement, so you have to find a way to take care of them. And so they are moved up to the shrine, the retirement facility. They have the building at the shrine.
Yeah, what is that? That's the Our Lady's what the fuck is that called?
Our Lady of the Snows Shrine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And blah, blah. So they're selling the facility out there in Ruma, and they're all the retirement ladies are all at the shrine in that facility. And so we went to visit. We actually took her home after, was it Christmas or something along those lines?
Yeah, we were over. So we were visiting for Christmas, and she needs somebody to drive her home, and so we had volunteered.
Yeah, we're like, we'll take you home, sure. Yeah, we drive out there.
Now, only one person really needed to go.
Yeah, I could have just taken her, but we decided to all pile in because we knew we could go see the lights too.
Now, all is a strong word. It was you and me and Mare, Sam and Olivia, and I think that was it. That was the group.
Did Ash go? I can't remember. No. Okay. Yeah. So all the ladies, all of us, we just
and Sister Sharon.
We pile in the car and we drive out to the shrine. Now, my Aunt Sharon is hilarious.
Yes.
And quite sarcastic and cracks me up because you guys are in the back, and I don't know if you were singing a Christmas carol.
Oh, Sam and Olivia were singing a Christmas carol.
She said something. She makes this comment to me that basically the Lord would rather they not sing.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yes, like something about Silent Night or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
he wish it would have been in the Silent Night.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. But anyway, yeah. So
she's
she
funny.
took us into where she lives now out there
Yeah.
and took us on a tour
Yes, of the facility.
of the facility, and we had to go on this long tour because her little apartment there is literally the farthest and highest room of the entire facility. You have to go walk the farthest and go all the way up to the highest. It's the farthest room from the door, from where you come in. And we were like, wow, you really it's a hall.
And it's also hot as fuck.
Oh my God, why is it so hot?
Because everybody's got their heat cranked because everybody's cold and then the heat rises. So now on the top floor we were like sweltering.
So apparently when you get older, is it because your circulation
Yes.
is for crap? Is that why everybody gets cold when they get old? Because everybody in there is freezing and the heat's like 80 degrees.
Yes.
We walk in, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna
Wet
burst
to death.
I'm gonna burst into flames in here. But anyway, it's a great place. The facility is actually really lovely, and her apartment's so great. But she walked us by. Mm-hmm. She's like, you got to see this.
Yeah.
And she takes us to, like, what do you call it?
There's a couple things. She takes us to the like chapel.
Oh yeah, she's like, this is our chapel.
Which, did you see the thermostat? Mm-mm. Oh, I took a picture.
You took a picture of the thermostat?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Because we were talking about how hot it was in there.
It is not a thermostat. Thermometer.
Oh, the
Sorry.
thermometer.
There is a thermometer on the wall.
We were taking pictures while we were in there because we're like, what is this place?
Oh, this was after Thanksgiving when we did
Oh, you're
this.
right. It was right after Thanksgiving. You're
Okay.
right. We ate dinner and then we took her home. Yeah.
Look at this thermometer, which says that it was only 70, but I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. This thermometer. What is this thermometer?
Look at it.
It's hanging on the wall. It's a whole church or something.
It's like a whole little church, and there's people walking around, and it's like a building, and then in the center of that is a tiny little thermometer.
Tiny little thermometer. That is a hoot.
I was dying.
That is so adorable.
But here's the thing. There was
It's so non-coded.
Isn't it? Isn't it? But the thing is, they had so much shit going on in there. I'm looking at like the events coming up.
They had
got like
all
balloon
kinds of events.
volleyball. They got like a little net set up.
They had a net set up indoors. They were going to play balloon volleyball. I'm like, I want to play balloon volleyball.
Shit, I was like, man, this is some good stuff.
It was.
And then her apartment was so cute. You know,
It was really cute.
real nice.
We thought it was great.
It's like,
We
shit.
loved it.
What's it cost?
And-
What's it cost to live here?
And we all said, we're like, damn, what did Liv say? Is this all you? This all you, Sharon? This is nice.
This is nice. We mean
No roaches or nothing.
No roaches here or nothing.
I was
This is
dying. I was like,
nice.
did you just say that to your Aunt Sharon? I was rolling. I'm like,
That
what
was-
is wrong with you?
Well, and then we're walking up. Okay, so first of all, the event's excellent, right? Okay.
Yeah.
all
Oh yeah,
that
they were
stuff.
all saying, Sharon, sign us up. How do we live here?
I know, and we're like, man, what's it cost to live here? And she said to Olivia, like, more than you're willing to pay or
Oh,
whatever
okay,
kind
right.
of thing. But
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I can't afford to live here. She walked us past this little, is it a bird atriary or atrium? Or
there was just a big old bird cage.
John, I took a picture, y'all. It's
Thank God you. I did take a picture.
Look at them all. Look at these little, and there's all kinds of birds.
Did you take a pic? Yeah,
live birds in there?
live birds in there.
Look at this one, all beautiful.
I know.
Look at them.
I don't know what kind of birds those are, but
All
you know,
kinds of different birds.
listener, check out the Facebook and tell us what kind of birds these are if you know.
Look at this, and yeah, they're all living large in this little,
Taken care of by the nuns.
in this little bird cage thingy majigger. It's huge. It's huge. It's like the whole wall. Or something.
It's easily like a 7 foot tall, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide.
Yeah, we loved it. We just
cage
stood there
that's
watching
got
the
just a bunch
birds.
of birds. Yeah,
We're just watching
I could
the
have sat there all night.
Yeah, they were. I could see why it's very fun or peaceful, maybe to sit and just watch them flit around.
Yeah, so they got the birds there.
chirp whatnot. So yeah,
Like I said, they got
so cute.
events. They got they got like stuff you can do. Oh, they had a wall. They had a little list of like people to say prayers for. So I put us down.
You put us on the list.
I don't remember if I didn't put like the Wilhelm family, the Van Hoor family. I think I put like Olivia on there.
Oh my
She
God,
needs it.
she is all the birds you can get. I'll take them. You think I won't take them? I'll take them.
So I wrote that up there.
That's
and
hilarious.
then
Then she took us to the chapel. We talked about this. We didn't.
yes,
finish.
okay, yeah. So that's why I got distracted because the thermometer was on the way to the
It
chapel.
was on the way to the chapel. Yeah.
So we were heading to the chapel, and if you're not Catholic, you may not know that there's usually like a little bowl of holy water when you come in, and you're supposed to like fingertips.
You're supposed to bless
and-
yourself. You dip
bless
it in
yourself.
and sign the cross. Yeah.
Right. Well, during COVID, That was like a breeding ground for germs, for everybody to be
Yes.
dipping their hand
It's
into
a
that.
breeding ground for germs all of the time,
Yes.
but COVID was especially not good. Yes.
So they went to the touchless things, and it's like a little automatic hand sanitizer thing, but it spits out some holy water.
It was the most wonderful thing I've ever seen in my life. We were trying not to die laughing.
I was literally crying with laughter. I was like,
picture the hand sanitizer thing that you stick your hand under, but instead you get holy water dispensed. It was fantastic. We loved it. We all had to try it. It was fantastic.
it was the best thing I've ever seen.
We were crying. We're like, yes, please. Holy water.
Really,
Sign of the cross.
They really bring them into the 21st century.
Really, really bring it. They spare no expense. Taking care of those nuns out there at the shrine, and I appreciate it. It was so good. It was so fantastic. We loved it. It was great. We got the big old tour, and the lady working the front desk got all of our history.
Oh, well, and there was one other thing.
It was
Okay, we're walking down these like hallways that were like big windows, really.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And there were like sliding doors.
Okay.
Okay, like the screen doors, whatever. I think they were automatic screen, doors, whatever that would open up on the sides. And we're walking or whatever, and then we're about to I think we get just past me, and I think Ashley was there maybe. I don't fucking know.
I thought Ash came out.
I have no memory.
Okay.
No memory. But we're walking along, and me and Olivia were at the back, and we're like, you can't see out because it's lit and it's dark outside, and so you can't see anything out there.
Right, right.
And so we get past this window, and all of a sudden it opens, and we're like, oh my fucking God, this place is haunted, we're gonna die. And then a nun comes in.
It's just
she was out like the garden or whatever.
It was a miracle.
Scared the shit out of us. Scared the shit out of us. We were like, oh shit. But they had a little thing like, this is the crochet corner, and this is that. I'm like, look at all their little stuff. And you could have dogs and stuff. There was some lazy little dogs.
Yep. And they were going to do like
and they put little pictures on the door, so they're like, this dog is who lives here.
You're right. You're right.
They always put it's like when you're living in a college dorm, they decorate their doors and whatnot. I'm like,
they did.
This is the life.
Some ladies had.
Don't put me in a nursery. Convert me.
Don't put you in a nursery. You mean nursing home?
Yeah. Don't put me in a nursing home.
Nobody's putting you in a nursery.
It's true. Don't put me in a nursing home when I'm old. But convert me to becoming a nun, and then put me in one of those, because
this is the plan.
That's fun.
This is a plan.
Don't even cost no money.
I've decided inevitably
comes with a subscription.
Don't even cost no money. Well, you have to devote your life to service, and then
no, not if I join when I'm 70.
Well, that's what I decided.
You know what I mean? When I retire, boom.
When your dad
come visit me at the shrine.
When your dad inevitably, kicks the bucket before me.
What?
This is it.
Listen, that's how you get yourself set up to be investigated for murder.
If that happens.
You said when.
I did say when at first, and I meant if.
How does this tie in? Go ahead.
I'm gonna join the order. You think I'm not? Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, mm-hmm. Because then I can go do some good and
retired
live at the shrine,
balloon volleyball,
and go watch the birds. This is the goal.
Catch me there.
Yeah.
If everything goes to shit, if I have to ever file for bankruptcy or whatever, I'm just going to join the order and
we should
retire.
We probably shouldn't be saying this out loud because
it's not illegal.
They're going to be like, we know it's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme.
It's a scam. What? They're going to turn away fresh blood?
You've been talking shit about the Catholics this whole time. You can't join.
I'm a legacy, actually. I'm a legacy.
Well, the idea is, as a member of the Precious Blood Order, I don't know about other orders, but when you work, you're at the working, and if you earn money, you take a vow of poverty.
All nuns do that, though.
Well, it's every order is different, but I know
all nuns take a vow of poverty,
and whatever you earn.
Not all priests.
If you're a teacher, if you're whatever, some work in hospitals. Yeah. You earn a salary. It's probably turned over to the order. You have enough to live off of, but
they usually just kind of provide you whatever you need.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so whatever money you're making all goes into the pot.
Well, sure, I'm not gonna be able to keep my Godzilla figures, but
Well, I think you can still have knickknacks, but anyway, I'm just saying that's the.
I'm saying if I convert it, they're going to keep all my stuff.
Well, you get whatever fits in the little apartment there, maybe.
I can make it work.
We'll make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the table will have to go.
That's some priests don't take vows of poverty.
Not
Diocesan priests don't.
Most priests don't.
Now I will tell you, while we were there, Sharon had to walk us around the corner and show us a picture on the wall because it was your dad's Uncle Father Paul.
Oh my God,
Who
yeah,
was in the picture.
Yeah, my great uncle Father Paul.
Yeah, because he's an oblate.
Yep.
Oblate priests do take a vow of poverty, and he
Yes.
also works in.
You gotta opt into that though.
Yeah,
you have to choose that.
Yeah, you choose which direction you want to go, and he chose to go and serve, and he knows Spanish, and he went to work in Spanish-speaking parishes, and very poor.
Good for him.
Yeah,
he also knows German.
Yeah, well, they grew up with a very German father. But the Oblates started the shrine. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the Oblates started the shrine, and but Father Paul can't stand the Oblates at the shrine because it's all about making money. And it's like, no, we're not supposed to be making money.
Yeah, he's got a whole thing.
Yeah, we're supposed to start. I did
say that earlier. That I was like, I don't know, priests do. Okay, Father Paul actually is very funny.
Right.
He cracks.
Oh yeah, he is very funny.
He's a hoot and a half.
Yeah, because he calls himself the handsome one. Did you know?
Yes,
that?
El Guapo.
Yep, he's hilarious. Anyway, I digress. But that was a real hoot to go. So she said, we have to come back out and have lunch with her.
Oh,
yeah, she wants.
I'm in. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We went down to Ruma. That's how I found out that I liked egg rolls because they had egg rolls there. They had in that cafeteria. That food was delicious.
We used to go down there and
they go down there and have like lunch. Fried chicken. Those ladies. All they were doing was praying and cooking. I swear to God, because that was amazing. That was like the best food I've ever had in my life.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, now it was nothing compared to the Paula Deen chicken.
Well, that's true.
But let me tell you something.
Most things can't compare with Paula Deen.
That shit was delicious.
Yeah. Well, we always had a good time. And she always brought you something back from Bolivia, too, which is really nice.
She brought back those little puppets. Because they made those, they would, knit or whatever, those little finger puppets, and they made these little animals and a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah. She brought me back a really beautiful, like, I don't know if I'd call it I guess a shawl, maybe. I don't know. You kind of wrap it around you. It's like really, she brought one back for all the ladies.
Yeah.
I have a picture of all of us.
It's like a triangle almost kind of thing, right? Or
I think it was more rectangle-y shaped, but...
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking like folding in half and then putting it over. Okay, exactly. Like a shawl.
And they were all pretty different colors, and they would make them. Yeah, and that's kind of how a lot of the ladies in that community would make money, is they would make things.
Yeah.
And then...
They're real nice. Hats. They made hats, I think.
Yeah, they'd bring stuff here and then try to sell it or whatever. And so, it was really nice. Oh, yeah, I have a hat. The hats that the Bolivian women would wear.
Yes.
It's wild. It's a cool look.
It is.
And she brought us back a couple of those hats.
I'm trying to think. They're just like kind of like...
It almost looks like a man's hat. They're kind of tall.
Well, they're like... What am I thinking of? It's almost like a bowl.
Yeah.
But it's like a bowl if it had a flat bottom, a cylinder, if you will, a very short, squat cylinder. You know what I'm talking about? Back me up here, Anna. A cylinder.
I know what a cylinder is.
I know. Okay, a little short, squat cylinder,
and
then boop. That's it.
With the brim.
There was no brim.
Yeah, there was brim. Well, oh no, she brought back these little ones for you three. I have a picture of the three of you each wearing one of those hats, right? And they're like almost looks like a little fez kind of.
I do see the little hats with the brim.
The brim. Then those where the women would wear those other hats. Yeah, aren't those wild?
She is styling.
I have a hat like that. She brought me one. Ah! Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh my goodness, they're killing it.
We'll have to post these pictures, y'all.
Oh, yep. No, I find it funny I've got a great uncle who's a priest and a great aunt who's a nun, and both of them went to Spanish speaking communities. And are fluent in Spanish now and all this kind of stuff. Do you remember coming back and I'm in high school and like we had taken Spanish, and luckily when this whole comes up I'm in like Spanish 3 or 4.
Right.
Okay. And so we're like, oh yeah, Abby's in Spanish. And she's like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, I'm not. Donde está el baño? Like these are the things I know.
I can find the bathroom.
Like,
that is
no.
it.
That's where is the bathroom?
I can ask where the bathroom is.
Right.
There you go.
So,
Donde está el baño? That's a good phrase to know.
Mm-hmm. You need to know where the bathroom is in any.
That's true.
Any language.
That's true because you're gonna need a bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm. And then, well, I think that's about it. Actually,
have we covered everything for today?
I think so. We finally hit on some of the leftovers, and we kind
of rambled there. Figured out. Okay, well. But you guys, after this, I'm gonna eat some serious beef.
And some fierce.
and some furious fish.
I was gonna say serious beaver, and then I was like, well, serious
muskrat.
And some serious. I was gonna say some serious beaver.
You should. You should.
I didn't know if that was frowned upon in this establishment.
Of course it is. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but after this, I'm gonna eat some serious beef
And some serious muskrat.
I'm a beaver. Bye.
Bye.